What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Fairway Media's coverage of Tale of Two Rivers. This is round 3, part 2 of the tournament. I am Peter Artman, joined with me, Jared McGlinchey. Shout out to our tournament directors. Jared, how do you feel about this round so far?
Feeling great. This Tale of Two Rivers, powered by Innova, is turning out to be quite the dynamic little battle here. We have James Melnik preparing ribs, and these boys are cooking up some low scores, Peter.
That is right. That is right. It's been a great round so far. Some hot scores, some hot putts. Got Kyle Crabtree in the lead, up by 4 strokes. Preceding that, Axel Olson, John Babb, and Kenny Clark, all a stroke off from each other. So it's anyone's game, and plenty of golf left to go.
All right, here we have hole 10. A beautiful par 3, 306-foot shot. Pretty straightforward shot. Unfortunately, if you get off to the left side, you're in deep trouble, and if you get off to the right, you're looking through your disc. The idea is to land right in the middle of that crater where they put the basket, allegedly a meteor strike, Peter.
That is the rumor. It's definitely a landmark of the course. And yeah, I was saying before, this is where the teeth really start to show on the course, because yeah, left or right, you are possibly eating a stroke from that. Yeah, in this case, I mean, if you want to land anywhere off the fairway, you'd want to go right to at least have a look.
Job Babb lining up for a beautiful drive here, hopefully, and executing that.
Oh, yeah.
He takes it out wide, which is a shot and an angle that I like to try and select, and ooh, puts it right in the middle of meteor landing.
Right in the crater, baby. There we go. Let's see if Axel can replicate some of those nice shots we've seen so far. Yeah, he's looking. He's hanging out.
Yep, a little bit off to the right, but I think he's still pin high.
Yeah. Might have the furthest putt we'll have to see. Kenny Clark with a rare backhand. Seemed like he's been doing a lot of the forehand this round, so.
That's right, he's amphibious. He can throw both backhand and forehand.
Yeah, might be ambidextrous, but either.
Oh, is he tribidextrous?
There we go. Yep. There we go. Tree almost helped him out there. Might be an ace pot for that. All right, Kyle first to putt. Everybody's pretty close, so that's good. Everybody's looking like inside the crater.
Bang.
And a good conversion for him. Start off the back 9.
Second birdie in a row out of Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
And then it looks like if he's putting from the bottom of the crater, Axel is from the edge of the top of the crater. Ooh, and he gets...
Just like outside the crater, just outside chains there.
A bit of crater hate.
Yep. Good birdie from Babb. A little obstructed, but close enough for it not to matter.
Looks like Clark with a nice, easy cleanup, too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Off to hole 11, Peter.
Yeah. This one is fairly known, and I'd say a must-get. It is, as we proceed, pretty much going to be, yeah, it's going to be obstructed, both left and right. But, yep, a little dog leg right. You'll just need to, straighten it out, have a little anti-line flex, and look at that.
Big shout out to our sponsors, Fairway Media in the building. Peter, that's us.
Hey, that is.
Thanks, Justin Banks, for getting that on film.
Thanksy. There we go. Kyle setting us off for this dogleg right of a hole.
And a brilliant shot executed by the man himself.
Yep.
I have actually tried to throw the forehand S shot a few times successfully. Right to the right side of that tree, but these guys are obviously showing their veteran status.
Yeah, it's a risky one to try and do that. It's safer to give all that fairway some room for you to, for margin of error, and just let the disc do its work, hopefully.
And Kenny Clark going with a backhand again, showing me that I'm an idiot for trying to throw that forehand. His forehand is 75 times better than mine.
Yes. That's it says a lot. Yeah, if he doesn't go the forehand route, he knows that's not the safe play. And Axel looking like the flash some chains. Got really close, at least from our angle. Kenny first to putt, about 50-60. Oh, for laser line.
I would have bet my house he made that, and Kenway is shocked. Jason Kenway watching in complete, utter shock.
There should have been a freeze frame of his face, just being like, what?
He doesn't miss usually from there.
No, it's a sweet spot.
His laser must need to be aligned correctly again.
Yeah. He'll recalibrate it next hole, I'm sure. John Babb, outside circle. Ooh, nice. He took a second to breathe, too.
Yeah,
he did
excellent
take a second to...
recalibration.
Yeah, because when you see Kenny miss a putt like that, you know, it's... Well, when you see somebody miss your putt and then you're up next, I'm sure that can add some nerves to...
Yeah, it definitely plays into your thought process, and there was a vet move to step back, breathe again, don't let that negative thought creep into your head, and just execute.
Yeah, very nice from him. Kyle doing a little rock back and forth and making it work for him. Almost spat out, actually. That one hit pole.
Yeah, there was no dig-in value there, no hat backwards, hat forward value, just a straightforward putt.
Yeah, this is a hatless round. As you've seen through the earlier rounds, that's been a factor.
Axel Olson, just cleaner than a dish, straight out of the dishwasher.
I like it. Yep. Brought to you by Clorox.
Boom. Easy cleanup putt. Shades on. Kenny Clark means business.
I can drop it out.
Mm-hmm.
Or not.
No playing games. On to the next hole here. Hole 12, par 3, 242. What do you think of this hole?
Well, you pretty much have to throw a disc, something that's going to end and finish left.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you're going to have to put that bad boy on maybe a 7 o'clock angle, because you have to get it around the corner and have it straighten out and flatten out, or you have to throw pretty deep and get it to finish left.
Yeah, right at the supper time angle.
Absolutely.
7, 8,
7 or 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And
right around dinner time.
It looks like maybe Kyle Crabtree put it right on the dinner plate there, huh?
Oh yeah, no, he'll be eating. John Babb looking to follow suit.
He's going with the high hyzer route. Looks like he got a little bit more of that distance. And Axel decides to follow him as well. And we'll have to see how that plays out, but they both look like they're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, something they're all doing a good job of, too, is avoiding that upper foliage.
Yeah.
You know, as you can kind of see, they're, common players, when we're out here playing doubles, a lot of people will catch some of that top tree, and it makes it a much harder hole than it is. Cause
with
it looks
that
pretty straightforward with the 242, but yeah, with the tight hyzer line and some of that shrubbage, it does make for a tough hole.
Ooh, tough miss out of Mr. Babb.
Yeah, he'll have a comebacker there.
Axel Olson lining up. I don't know, what does that look like? A 31-footer, maybe?
Yeah, looking close.
Ooh, tough break.
Just off. Sometimes it just looks too easy, and you don't give as much as you should have.
Kenny Clark raising his hand before this putt. Oh, and he was called on. Mrs. Birdie, how can I help you?
Yes. The operator answered.
One-footed. This is a little known fact. The one-footed crane putt, rock forward style, was brought to you by Mr. Miyagi, actually.
Yes.
When Kyle Crabtree is originally from California, was trained at a young age by Mr. Miyagi on the crane style putt approach.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a statistician taught you that. Yeah. Told you all about it.
Larry finds some stats that you folks wouldn't believe.
Yeah. And some cleanups here for par.
And meanwhile, that was an excellent putt.
Mm-hmm.
Hole 13, Peter.
Yeah, so let's see, we got par 3, 318. It's a very narrow gap, as you see here. The thing you're going to want to avoid the most is that left side. I mean, no matter what you do, it seems like most people will end up there. That's where you're going to really start losing strokes if you get on that way. Shout out to Chris Mayhem May.
Chris, whatever you want,
All
May.
right, it's like, a lot of people in the community sometimes.
Yep.
Nicknames.
Chris Crippler May, Chris Mayhem May.
Mayhem, I like it.
He is causing mayhem in his pro division here in a very short time. Awesome guy, really is big supporter of disc golf, does the right thing.
Good.
Shows up, shows out.
That's good to hear. Yeah, Kyle unfortunately hitting that left side, so we'll probably be pitching up for par. And Kenny trying to land on the right, but unfortunately getting a little short.
Yeah, introduced to the tree. Yeah, the big miss here is the left side early.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit any one of those trees and happen to rick left, it's a tough find of the disc, let alone tough execution to get out.
Yeah, and Babb doing a good job avoiding all that, and I think he should be looking for for birdie range.
Peter, why is the straight shot so difficult when it's the one we throw the most?
You know, sometimes you focus on a tree, you say, all right, I'm going to aim at a tree, and I'm going to aim left of it. But it's like, don't aim for the tree. Ooh. That would have been nice. But, yeah, sometimes
it is weird.
Our mind needs something to focus on, and sometimes that is the case. We focus on the tree to try to say, hey, I'm going to use that as a way to aim away from it. But then you go, oh, my brain decided to go for
that. Oh, another one-footed putt by Kyle Crabtree, and your explanation is excellent. Way better than witchcraft, which was what I was thinking.
Okay. Yeah. That would have been the second option. Definitely. Well, here we go. Got some tap outs happening here, and let's see. Oh, yeah, John Babb was parked.
Absolutely parked. The mustache came to play.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere Tom Selleck is smiling deep.
He's proud. And those hoochie daddies, too.
Yes.
All right, now we're moving on to hole 14, and shout out to that bridge, that lovely bridge that I have not seen in person since then. Shout out to the Riverside Disc Golf Club. We're going to be teeing off from the short pad. Right now you see the long pad, so we're playing off right where you saw there. And yeah, 357, going to be pretty straightforward, but compared to this drone footage, it's going to be a lot more foliage and a lot taller grass. So yes. It is going to be a lot harder for any skips or any type of ground action in general.
Honestly, the shot most people are going to throw is the forehand here. I try to aim a little bit left of that center tree, and Babb decides to throw over the center tree.
Yeah.
And looks like he might be maybe 30 feet, something like that. Looks like a great shot, but I try to throw a forehand straight through and land at the bottom of that hill and set myself up for a nice, easy putt.
Yeah, forehand seems to be the better route, and we kind of saw it there with Kyle Crabtree, is that when you do the backhand, you're not really left with too much. I mean, it's kind of, you got to punch through that low line on the tree, and it's a lot easier with the forehand to make it to that circle's edge.
Absolutely, and Kenny Clark using a Kenny Clark disc with the Kenny Clark logo, and absolutely throwing like Kenny Clark does.
All out Kenny Clark. Yep, and Axel, nice matching disc with the matching shirt.
Absolutely. He does have a tendency to match his discs with his t-shirt.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Dynamic Disc, and it looks like this time he matched Kenny Clark pretty well.
Yeah.
And Kenny giving him some, like, hey, buddy, you little bugger, you just drove it closer, you little bugger.
Yep. And shout out to his big old bag you could probably live in. He can carry his whole collection in that.
Absolutely. A player pack item from DDO.
Shout out to DDO and shout out to that putt.
A little bit of an angry par backpack on one shoulder out of Crabtree. He doesn't like to miss those putts.
No, those are usually within his range.
And Babb converts the two, Peter.
Yes, yep. Breaking out from the pack there, getting in closer striking range of Crabtree.
Direct delivery by Kenny Clark.
Oh yeah, expedited. No late fees.
And Axel Olson with an easy two. Where are my fans?
Where are they? Comment below and let us know how you're digging this.
Are you an Axel
footage.
Olson fan?
Yeah. Team who? Crabtree, Team Olson, Team Babb, Team Clark. Shout it out. Let us know who you're fans of and who you're riding for.
All right, hole 15, par 4, 543. Finally, after getting through some of those shorter holes, you get to grip it and rip it, Peter. Let it ride. Let it play. Quentin Sutter, thanks for the sponsorship.
Oh, yeah. He's a doer.
Yes, he is. No relation to Sutter Homes, the winemaker, I believe, out of an excellent box.
And that'll save some comments. People, I'm sure, will ask that question.
Yes.
And then we got the Mando right there, right side Mando. You want to stay around. Babb doing a good job of it, and good placement too. He's going to set himself up for a good second shot for birdie.
Yes, there is an OB that does come into play here around that Mando left shot.
Goodness, Kenny Clark.
Like a swan landing on a pond on a majestic day in a mountain that no one can see.
That was very majestic. You know, that matched exactly what that shot was, and that is the most majestic shot you can get for that sort of route.
Absolutely. And the nice part about the forehand route is that as the disc does slow, it does S out right which is into the fairway, Peter.
And that's harder said than done. Not many people can even pull off that any forehand route. That's the thing. It's like, it's one thing to say it and go, oh wow, wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, sure, you can maybe do that in the disc golf app game, but I mean, to do that in person is takes a lot of control.
And Camouflage Tree going wide here and putting himself right in the middle of the fairway, which is where you want to be.
Using all that fairway.
Yes.
Here's Crabtree for his second shot. Oh, oof. Not a great placement, and that kind of showed there as, you know, he was hoping to just maybe looked past that tree too much and thought what he was going to do after that. But
yeah, a lot of trees that can smack the disc down here on this approach shot, but looks like Axel avoids most of them.
Yeah.
And another forehand approach here out of Babb, an excellent attack. Looks a little bit high here, Peter.
Yeah, a little high, but he'll be maybe just outside circle. We'll see how that plays out.
And I think that the backhand is the better shot due to the left side out of bounds. I mean, if you take a bad rick, you're in deep trouble.
A bad rick?
Ricochet.
Oh, Ricochet, yep.
You remember that Irish guy back in the day that would come in and ruin all our rounds?
Oh, yeah, he just hit everybody and knock you off course.
Knock your disc out of the air.
The Irish lad.
Yep.
There we go.
Rick O'Shea.
I like it.
If you see him at your course, don't talk to him.
Tell him to scram.
Yep. Scram, Rick.
Only doers.
All right, outside circle one here maybe, huh, Peter?
Yeah, looking for par.
Bang!
Ooh.
Doesn't matter if he hits a tree. Did you see the athleticism on the mini toss?
Grab, the mini grab. Bring that back. No, we won't do that.
No, we don't bring it back.
We're gonna keep going.
You either pay attention or you get left behind.
Yeah, you can do it yourself. It's all good. But that was a very great par save and in the clutch.
Oh my gosh, the second band out of Babb. That is not cool, bro.
Band of Babbs. Babb of bands. Or something there. Anyways. All right. Yep, Axel Olson through the straddle.
Come on, man. The obvious one. Babble of the bands.
Babble of the bands. You know what? I set that up for you.
Axel Olson with the birdie. Way to clean it up and make sure that Peter and I stop talking about it.
There we go. It's moved on and we're chilling, man.
Speaking of chilling, you know what's cold?
Cold as ice. Kenny Clark?
Kenny Clark's putting is ice cold, man. He has got ice water in those veins, laser beams in his eyeballs, like WD-40 in each wrist, so they're optimized to let go of the disc at the right time. Hole 16, tell us about it, Peter.
Yeah, hole 16, 387 feet, and yeah, this one's pretty equal opportunity as far as attack goes. Yeah, for Kenny's strengths, this is a great move to do, especially for the fact that he can hyzer it around and keep a straight line. Yeah, I think just a little early there. I think he was hoping for it to maybe flatten out a little bit more.
I think he should have thrown the orange one personally, but you know, what do I know?
He's had some good luck with that. So you're as a fan, you do have a good assessment there.
And Axel Olson doing exactly what you want to do here, being that he just put it where basically you aim. You want to be on the right side. You want to carry the disc, and if you can drive it, great. But if not, you want to be on the right side so you have an easy putt.
Yeah, all that.
Let's see what Kyle does here.
He's the master of flexing. I didn't doubt it for a second.
A spirit dagger?
He knows how to use that whole fairway. It's really beautiful. If you don't play disc golf, it's like it's how beautiful it is. It's almost underappreciated.
Oh, speaking of underappreciated, Axel Olson, did you see him jump if joy?
Oh, that's appreciated. He appreciated that one.
Yes.
He's a happy camper right now. Putting him to 24 down. Sticking with the pack.
Now what happens here? What happens here? You're Clark. You just watched that. What do you do?
He doesn't want to be big putted.
Oh, you leave it a foot right, which is so un-Clark-like.
Yeah, unfortunately this time, Axel will have the upper hand. John Babb, let's see.
Seems to be in the focus zone here.
He's looking focused.
Oh.
But looks like it's not everyone's hole.
No, it's a tough one to birdie.
Yeah.
Direct delivery brought to you by Kenny Clark. Who needs UPS when you know Kenny Clark, Peter?
It landed on the doorstep. I wouldn't say that was direct delivery, but it got in.
The biscuit landed in the basket.
Yeah. It hit the doorstep.
Yeah. Honestly, these pros aren't happy with the pars.
Oh my god, and he just has a tap-in birdie
After that.
Everyone struggled to get that one.
Yes.
Wow.
Crabtree just colder than the other side of the pillow, as Stuart Scott used to say.
There you go, R.I.P. All right, hole 17. This one is a unique little landmark for Riverside Disc Golf Course. It's an island hole. Seems to be pretty straight to the point, right? Well, no, it captures the victims of many, and you know, it's a very touchy spot.
The Cram Zone, Dana Etienne, a bearded Wonder Man. This is probably one of those holes that Kyle's thrown the most. Whether it's turnover backhand or forehand, this is the most likely to be aced hole. However, because of where those trees are located, Peter, if you hit one, you are not going to make the island.
No, it's a tight enough island that with it being 230, it just is not friendly at all. And Kyle just obviously showing that this is his home course, making it look easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you don't make the gap, you're not going to make the island, and that's the tough part about the turnover backhand side. I always try to opt for the forehand.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I've missed it more times than I'd like.
Oh, okay. Wow, we got some... He was surprised about it, too. I'm glad that I'm not alone on that, because I thought that it might have just stuck, but then he saw it roll by the basket, and he's like, okay, because I had the same response to that. I was like, that got through.
Ooh, and Babb buzzing towers.
Buzz the tower. Hopefully he stayed on.
Looks like Axel might be throwing from the drop zone here, Peter. Anything specific about the drop zone that you know?
Well, that tree right there is right in front of the basket, so that's what he did right there is a pretty common reaction. So it's pretty hard. You almost got to come in at an angle to make it flatten out by the time it gets to the basket. Yeah, he knew right away. He was very happy with that.
And Kyle lining up for pretty standard Kyle putt.
Yeah.
He's got the rock. Let's see if he can make it roll.
He had the mac, he added the cheese, baby.
Oh man, mac and cheese, rock and roll. Let's go, America. Let's go, Kyle Crabtree.
Oh yeah, that's how I eat my mac and cheese.
Kenny Clark's an American. He makes putts too, Peter.
That birdie was American.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to you, United States.
Yeah, sponsored by the United... Okay, never mind. But we're working on it.
All right. Those two bogeys brought to you by recycling.
I was going to say, where are we...
Hole 18, Peter. We finally made it, and if you're listening to this, well done. 34, par 3. Peter, tell us about this shot.
Well, it's a dogleg left, or just a constant bend to the left as you get off the tee pad. Knucks all around for this fun round. I've been enjoying it myself. Hopefully you folks have.
Look at the camaraderie.
Again, leave your notes in the comments. Please give some shout outs.
Look at Axel
where you're seeing this
Olson
from.
and his face. And then there's that gap that's a spirit gap. Nobody knows about that. Banks obviously felt the magic.
There you go.
Actually, this is a great hole to finish on because essentially,
well, it brings you back to the parking lot.
you've got to execute. If you leak it left, you hit a tree. If you leak it right, you hit a tree. And really, if you don't make it through this first 200 feet, you have 0% chance to par most of the time.
Yeah, it's it can definitely shake up the card if there's if there's a tie going into hole 18.
Right.
Yeah, very narrow gap, no shrubage, but just a lot of trees that can affect the strokes as you get down the fairway.
Axel Olson introduced to one. This is the Say Mofo Ho.
Ah, yes.
I can't say that again, Peter, because I would likely mess up.
Then it'll be included as a swear word.
Yes.
That was not.
Speaking of a swear word, that's the emotion that you feel when you hit a tree on this hole, Peter.
That's a fact. Any tree in general, unless it kicks you forward. Here's Babb for his second shot. Hooked it out a little right, but he got some love there. He did not get some iron branches.
Typically, that type of tree in this area is notoriously known for buff branches.
Yes. Yeah, they work out.
Yes.
They don't skip leg day. Axel off on the left side.
Puts it right up there. Once again, Park Ranger style. Clark's thinking about this.
Yeah.
He's like, wouldn't it be cool if I made this because I throw laser beams?
I just want a disc with freaking laser beams. That's what he's thinking. Austin Power style.
Little Discraft putter here.
I got faith in him. I think he wants to finish off strong. Oh, he hit basket.
He did, but still, he doesn't even like hitting basket. One time he liked hitting basket, then he went home and ran 13 miles to punish himself. Allegedly.
There we go. Allegedly. So any of that's all suspect, and we're not being faulted for anything. Good
Axel.
par save from Axel. That was a good way to finish off. No blemishes to leave off the day.
Let's see here. Does he finish the way we all think he's going to?
He's Captain Clutch.
He's got Captain Clutch, Peter?
Captain Clutch with the Rockaway. You kidding me? With all those put together, no hat. It was made.
No hat.
I
Pull
almost
up
looked
your
away.
pants and just do the Rockaway and lean back.
Lean back, lean back, lean back.
30 down after round 3, Peter. That's impressive.
Yeah, 7 strokes above the leader.
Axel Olson.
Above the next person in the lead. Great.
And Kenny Clark, excellent, beautiful putt there. Lot of resilience.
Amazing drop in for par.
Yeah. And look, hey, there he is saying hi to his fans again. This time, stunner shades on.
Looking like a
keeps
celebrity.
the haters away. Let's see the highlights, Peter.
Yes. Oh yeah, John Babb making it look easy. One great putt after another.
Ooh, Cosmic Crabtree, straight from a quasar near you.
And that mini pickup, don't forget that. Oh, this jump putt that had him.
Welcome to the jungle, Peter. Axel Olson, lighten it up.
Games. There we go. No, looking lovely, looking great. Axel doing his thing.
And that's a wrap, Peter. Hey, look at that flowing river. That's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Tale of Two Rivers, powered by Innova. Thanks to Eric the Leopard Laiblin and James Splash Melnik, along with our sponsors. And once again, Peter, it was our pleasure to bring this coverage to you.
Yeah, thanks to everybody for listening. Be sure to support us. Go to fairwaymedia.golf. Purchase some swag, purchase some discs. We got a lot of things on the way. And stick around for round 4, the final round.
Oh, the final countdown. We'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.